Hey there, folks. This is Bobo the Vulture, and this is Let's Play Aerobiz. Numero uno. I say that as though there's an Aerobiz 2. There isn't. There's just Aerobiz Supersonic. It's like if Die Hard 2 hadn't been Die Hard 2, it had only been Die Harder instead of Die Hard 2 Die Harder, which we all know it was, right? Yeah? Die Hard in a plane? Looking at the quarterly report, though. A lot of passengers, a lot of profit, Alright, I'm inching towards 3 times the profit of Air USA, my nearest competitor. Have much greater expenses, but sales are boom, big time, bigger, about twice as much. So let's watch the world spin as the world turns. I don't know that soap opera enough to be able to say anything cool about As the World Turns. As the World Turns, one that's still on? I don't even know. There are 1 or 2 of the, like, major, long-running soap operas that have gone out of, you know, the running in the past couple of years. Would you quit talking about soap operas? It's time to run your airline. Sales are decreasing. Wake up, man! Take your DC-8s and put them to use somewhere. 6 slots in Singapore. 9 slots in Lima. Okay, so how long until you are... Alright, 3 more months. I think we can wait that long, because the Olympics in Singapore this year. It may come across in the like little news buzz, and then I'll be all disappointed that I didn't go ahead and start this. But if I'm going to get those 14 slots in 3 months, then that's fine. Oh yeah, I can't get to any of Africa from New York City just yet. Just cannot do those ones yet. It is a shame. I'm gonna open a new route. I'm gonna open a route to Singapore. It's going to be lovely. Everyone will love it. Even though Aerobiz is already doing it. No, that's Air USA that's already doing it. Let's open it anyways. I'm going to compete with them everywhere, apparently. That's just the way it's going to be. I'll set the standard fare, I'll open the route. Doesn't look like as horrendously long a route as some of the other ones we've said. You can still even barely see the Tokyo airport in the Crazy Mode 7 land. Alright, so we are negotiating for 9, oh no, we just got 9 slots in Lima, so we're going to need 3 planes to fill that. So we'll need 3 more DC-8s. 3 more DC-8s. We're filling the 6 planes that we've got on that route right now. They are filling the 5 that they have on there, although they're using a DC-9, so that's not even quite as impressive. I think I'll keep that the way it is, actually. Won't try and buff that up too much. I'm looking for routes here that are... Oh, that's Honolulu to Moscow. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty significantly long. Can't do any of those, folks. Oh, okay, cool. There are... I was trying to figure out the longest distance that you could possibly get from Honolulu in a city in this game. It appears to be 10,810 miles. Interesting. 10,810 miles. What is the longest distance 2 different cities can be from each other? Is it Sydney to London? might have been. I might have randomly stumbled across the two locations that are farther apart. Exactly 10,000 miles between Sydney and New York City. Alright, I'm flitting around with this too much. I need to just, I need to buy my planes for one. Buy my planes for one thing. And actually, that flight to Rio is going to need another plane on it when I get those slots in New York. So that'll be 3 DC-9, no, 4 DC-9s. Or no, not DC-9s, DC-8s. 4 DC-8s that I will need. We have 2 people that can negotiate for more slots now, though. You were building, weren't you? You were. Let's negotiate with Moscow. Let's get 14 slots in Moscow. It's okay, we'll do it. And from there, I can open up a flight from Moscow to, let's say, Lagos. Let's say Nairobi. Let's get 6 slots in Nairobi. Could take 6 months, but that's okay. And from there, we're going to have precious few cities that won't be connected up in our overall massive world net. And I will have done this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I'll have done this with a total of 5 hubs. 3 of them not even particularly great hub cities, like not the places I would go to first. No offense, Aerobiz. Okay, so I need 4 DC-8s, because I'm going to put 1 on Rio, 1 on Rio and 3 on Lima. Let's go to the awesome, noble McDonnell Douglas family. La Familia. That's cool. These planes, the 4 that I'm buying now, none of them will be flying across the Atlantic. I suppose they might eventually, in future. Alright, well if I got slots in Moscow, and I'm looking at making that another hub, perhaps I should think about putting a hotel in Moscow. What's the worst that can possibly happen? It can eat into money. It can be a terrible money-losing proposition for my business. You're right, it could be. But, you know, nothing ventured, right? Nothing ventured, everything sucks. That's the way that phrase goes, isn't it? I think it is. Charter company time. Choose which charter company. You always choose Panax. Well, there's a reason for that. They're making butt tons of money. We have 83% of their stock now. It's pretty amazing. I'd have to go back and check the first video. I'm probably pretty near the, highest amount that I've ever had in that company in stock at this point. Yeah, well, let's end the quarter. What was that? Right, Bobo Air opened a new route from Tokyo to Singapore, immediately lined up with those dudes. Air Rus opened a route from Hong Kong to Moscow. No! I guess I knew that was probably going to happen. Oh man, Air USA is tightening up on all these different routes. Man, that ate into my profits. They're still massive, but it ate into my profits. What's going on with all this? We saw a decrease in passengers. As the world continues to spin, Aerobiz enters negotiations with Honolulu. Oh man, don't start taking all my Honolulu routes. My Honolulu route. $2,820,000 more guys need to... Yeah, our rivals are becoming successful. I went past that text before you were finished reading it. Ha 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 ha. What do you think of that, Mr. CEO? You need to learn to read faster. We secured the right to use 14 slots in New York. Yes! That's what I want to hear. Let's open a route from New York City. Destination Lima. We will use DC-8s. We will use 3 of them bitches. We will use 9 flights. And we will put down that fare. Let's open this route. In time for the Olympics. Interest in this route will be huge. I believe I'm also the only carrier flying into Lima at this point. Okay. Let's see, 1200, alright. You know what? I am satisfied for the moment with having taken a chomp out of their overall numbers there. And increasing that Rio route. Rio Rogers and the Hombre Kid. Yes, we did. Yes, we firmly established that we are not going to be able to do these things with these routes. And now, I'm not sure. Bane seemed to be saying there that he didn't think that we were going to need another, that we would need to have a world in that. I kind of thought you needed to have flights going everywhere in this game before, Mexico to Buenos Aires is filling up. I can get another DC-8 and put that there. How long are these negotiations going to take? 6 more months. These are going to take 3 more months. Lagos. I'll tell you what. We got one agent with nothing to do right now. Also, we just got those slots in New York. How many more can we get? We can get 14 more. I almost think there's no such thing as wasted slots in New York. Tempted to buy these just so that we have them. Minor negotiations with them. It won't even take that long. Well, okay, it'll take 9 months. It'll take 9 months to conclude negotiations. No, I don't want you to break off negotiations. I just wanted to see how you were doing, buddy. I'm interested in your needs as a business dude. Okay, so pretty much the only things that we're going to be able to do next quarter in terms of plane expansion is if I wanted to add any more routes out of Honolulu, but as things stand right now, Honolulu is apparently not... I didn't put a hotel in Honolulu, did I? Apparently that's what I need to do, because everybody else is trying to take all of my passengers off of Honolulu routes. All my routes out of Honolulu are competitive routes. Competitive routes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go buy another DC-8. I'm only going to buy one. It's okay. yeah, you know, I'm not going to bother with advertising for WorldNet and stuff like that until such time as I feel like I desperately need to increase my passenger loads, which right now, not all of my planes are full on every route. On some of these competitive routes, I have competition, go figure. But, for right now, I'm just going to put more money into my charter company. %87 shareholders. Remember, this stock started where? 20 some odd? Wait, no, that's not what I was saying. The stock was purchased at 46 a share. Okay, so never mind. But still, like doubling the money that was initially put in there. Not all of it, obviously. But it's there, it's gaining me monies, it's fine. It's good. Let's move things along. Air USA entering negotiations with Tokyo. They're probably trying to get a whole bunch of slots so that they can do the same business as me. Oh, big news coming up. Is it what I think it is? Yay! The Summer Olympic Games are set to open in Lima in September. Many visitors from around the world are expected to attend Lima. Let's go to Peru and have some delicious Peruvian chicken. Man, you ever had Peruvian chicken? That stuff is the best. Hey, wait a second. They're doing better on Honolulu to New York than I am. I'm gonna have to check that out. Alright, see, profits are back up. Passenger numbers are also up. Although Air USA's profits are rocketing up quickly as well. I don't know how much I like that. I'm not sure that makes me happy. But what am I gonna do about it, right? I know, folks. I should be more proactive about these sorts of things. What are you doing, Air USA? That's right, you didn't do anything this turn. You got nothing. Nothing. Aerobiz entered negotiations with London. Well, good for it. $2,050,000 more passengers on our airlines, we'll achieve our goal. Our rivals, proper noun, are becoming very successful. A DC-8 was delivered. Only one this quarter, boss? What's the deal? Are you losing your edge? Wow, 4 stars! The hotel in Moscow is finally finished. Many guests will visit from around the world. We secured the right... Wait, that's not him. We secured the right to use 6 slots in Nairobi. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, we have not secured the actual slots in Moscow yet. Well, geez. Bouncing off of that good news, I'm going to have to get some slots in Lagos, too. Everybody will want to visit from Lagos. Actually, I have no idea. I'm probably completely off from this. Yep, I'm probably pretty off from the music. Hard for me to hear the music. These headphones have big, like, ear cups on them. Unfortunately, they're broken. So, I'm listening to it out of the, like, speakers on my television. Which means that basically I have my ears shielded from the sound of the game. I'll go ahead and get 4 slots. Maybe this will encourage them to expand. Okay, she's going to be ready with those slots in Moscow next month. Now, come to think of it, what I was gonna do with, yep, it is growing. But what I was gonna do with that DC-8 that I just got was open up more flights in between Mexico and Buenos Aires. But what I might do, actually, is, I mean, I have these slots in New Delhi. I am pretty close to a world net at this point. Moscow is still expanding. How far between Delhi and Moscow? 2750 miles. This is going to be a better route, 3560 miles. And I have enough slots that I could do that right now. I could set up this route. From where would the route originate? It would originate in Tokyo. And from there it would go to Delhi. Open a new route, sure. I'll use a DC-8 on it. I will use 3 flights for right now. And I'll set that fare. I'll open the route. Take off! Sail away! Wait, we're not doing that actually. We're flying away! So, let's see. Now I've got that hooked up. I've got an agent over here negotiating for these slots. I've got these slots ready for when I finish getting the slots in Moscow. So after that round of expansion, I will have 3 cities left that I do not have flights going into to create a world net. There will be Tehran, Cairo, and Los Angeles. I have created this massively profitable airline, crazy company flying all around the world like woohoo nutso, and I have not connected to LAX. It's a balanced city that's growing. It's just not a very long route. This obviously is a long route. It's a long route that Aerobiz is using right now, because Aerobiz has access to, I think it's, what is it, the IL-62? I suppose I could check it right now, couldn't I? Well, wait, not using that function. I could check it using this function, and then, yeah, and then press select. Go to Aerobiz and look at their planes. Yeah, they're IL-62. See, the IL-62, actually, in this game, it's not like in Aerobiz Supersonic, where it's clearly a handicap. It's inferior in more or less every way to, you know, American or Western examples of those things, except for being cheaper. In this game, it does have advantages. The fuel mileage is not terrible. It's a grade of C. And it has longer range than anything in the game right now. Seating capacity is only 195, but outside of that, that's not bad. And it would appear that that is the only type of plane they're using. They have not bought any Tu-154s. Tu-154, I think, has even smaller seating assignments, but the fuel rank is up to B. If I remember right from the time that I was playing. But yeah, okay, so now that I've done that, actually, I will need 3 more DC-8s. Although, wait a minute. I'll bet have all these extra slots in New York. Well, in a couple months. Like Tokyo and Honolulu. We're losing passengers and profits and stuff on this route. 1,400. Wait, I'm offering a sale and I'm still losing passengers to them. Actually, I'm still carrying far more passengers than they are. I'm carrying almost 60,000 passengers a quarter, whereas they are not carrying 20,000 passengers. It's just that I've invested a lot more in it. They're filling up all their planes. I'm not completely filling up all my planes, but that doesn't concern me as much as... Okay, Tokyo to Singapore is starting to look a little sickly. The way I'm going to deal with that is by having a sale. So Tokyo to Singapore, New York to Rio... Wait. Going the wrong way again. I don't care. Okay, that's going fine. That is fantastic. Moscow to Hong Kong, I need... Yeah. I can put more flights on that even. New York to Rome, improving. New York to London. Honolulu to New York. Wait a minute, I thought I was losing out on that route compared to, Oh, I am. They have more planes on it than I do. Oh, man. They're trying to out-volume me on this one. Alright. Duly noted. How long until we get those extra slots in New York? 6 months? When that happens, I gotta put another plane on that route. I can't be beaten out there. Okay, so gonna need 3 more DC-8s. 3 more DC-8s for next quarter. The noble family of McDonnell Douglas, you will provide me with some DC-8s. I know you will. I will buy 3 DC-8s. Thank you. That is okay. The planes will be delivered in 3 months. I will have their deliverance. Okay, so 4-star hotel. Not gonna push my luck and open up another hotel right away. I will, however, do this just so I can see the little icons. Yeah, I should probably build a hotel in Honolulu at some point. Wait, I wasn't done with all my business venture stuff. I gotta go check out Charter Company Land. It's a new theme park, Charter Company Land. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it yet. $90. Nice going, Panax. Although now I'm about to start, you know, encroaching on your, business area. I'm all up in your business area. Not choosing any of those. Just moving along. Big pink profit line. Do 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 do. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, bloom is off the rose and Rome to New York, apparently. Yeah, New York is not doing as hot for all of its tourists. I would say I was the beneficiary of all those shifting sands in the market, although Air USA is also making big money, big profits. I was making profits like that earlier in the game and going, woohoo, awesome! You remember it, don't you? I think I might have even said something like, those kinds of profits tasted delicious. I'm not really sure. Oh man, they're gonna try and do even more cool stuff. Los Angeles to Lima. Happy New Year! Hell yes! 1,270,000 more passengers ride on our airlines. We'll achieve our goal. Our rivals are becoming very successful. Boeing's introduced the 747. Airbus is selling the Concorde. And we got some DC-8s. I almost feel bad having gotten the DC-8s now. We secure the rights to use 14 slots in Moscow. Well, first things first. Let's open up this route. Moscow, destination city of Nairobi. We will use DC-8s. We will use 2 DC-8s. We will fly 6 flights a week. We will set that fare. Do we want to open this route? Yes, we do. Bam! Well, I guess I'll go ahead and make the other change I was going to make. Not the Moscow to Nairobi flight. How's that Tokyo to Delhi one doing? It's doing okay. New York to Lima. Selling out because everybody's still got Olympic fever, I guess. New York to Rio, also selling out. Mexico to Buenos Aires. I was thinking could put another plane on this. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah. Alright. So, good. Now then, got some work to do. Want to be successful, want to be phenomenally successful. Can only get one more slot in Tokyo. Was hoping for more than that. Well, okay. Gonna go to the aircraft, ye aircraft shoppy, though. First of all, passing by Markov here, we've got Airbus now. Welcome to Airbus Incorporated. We're always ahead of our time. Yes, at this point in time, you are not making the Concorde. Well, actually, I guess Airbus never made Concorde. At some point in, like, the 80s or 90s, I think it was, Airbus took over the contract to continue to maintain Concorde. The Concorde fleet, basically. All the Concordes got made in the 70s. Whenever it was, I think. Maybe it was the early 80s, but yeah. But it was Aerospatial or something like that. 100 seats. Fuel rank of D. 4,120 mile range and a price of $150 million. Supersonic jet is the high-tech way to fly. It's ideal for transcontinental business flights. It is not. Although I do find it kind of interesting, at least in this game. I forget if it in Supersonic happens at the same time, but sort of the coolest thing in the coolest innovation in passenger, like, air transport, the Concorde, comes out the same year as possibly the most significant big change since, you know, the whole idea of big jet aircraft began. So, 10,000 less. Okay, the fuel rank is E, but you get 550 seats, a range of 8,560 miles. It is ideal for heavily trafficked routes. Yes, it is. I don't know if we have any routes that are heavily trafficked enough for that right now, though. But 8,850... We can open up a route in between Tokyo and New York. We could open up a route between Tokyo and London. Or, yeah, pretty much anywhere we want to. Not anywhere, obviously. We can't... Oh, there's a farther out route from one to another. Tokyo to Buenos Aires, 11,500 miles. 11,560 miles. So couldn't do those. Could get to Mexico City, though. But yes, it makes this flight between Tokyo and Los Angeles look like peanuts. That's 60 miles. And again, that is one it looks like Aerobiz has already tried out. But I tell you what I'm going to do right now is enter into negotiations for this slot. I'll negotiate for the one slot we can get and hope that that prompts them to start construction on more slots. Unless they already are. They already are expanding, and they will have more slots available. I believe what that pictograph means is they'll have more slots available next month. Do you wish to break off? Yes. Hopefully they're not pissed off at us. Let's keep them crossed, folks. Which city shall we enter negotiations with? Let's enter negotiations with Los Angeles. Let's negotiate. Let's get 14 Los Angeles slots. It'll be okay. There. Now we have something for that person to do. And as tempting as it is, I don't think I'm going to rush out and buy 747s immediately, at least before the end of this video, because I just don't know. Just don't know yet. What routes, if any, would be a good place to put 747s? I mean, I can examine all of my routes, see which ones are sort of already maxed out on capacity and still selling out entirely. That one's not. Well, these ones aren't going to. Let me go in this order, my bread and butter routes. Tokyo to Moscow, I could. Tokyo to Vancouver, I could just still put more flights on. Tokyo to Sydney, I could, and New York to London. There's a thought. 747s on New York to London. I have 4 747s on New York to London right now. And they're still all selling out. Oh, wait a minute. Can I just look at the competition instead? Yeah, Air USA. They have 3 DC-9s. They're still filling up all those planes, but, you know what? 4 DC-8s? I'm gonna see something here. This is crazy, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I don't have enough money to buy 4 of these, do I? Oh, I do. I have enough money to buy exactly 4 of them. 4 planes costing damn money. Is this okay? Yeah. It's okay. So, now I have 4 ridiculously expensive but friggin' huge jet airliners. I'm gonna try and put them on what I consider to be the best route I have, or at least one of 2 of the best routes I have. See whether or not I can fill up that route that way. I can still, even then, with a route that I already have firmly established, that I am the clear number 1 in, that is between 2 of the sort of biggest and busiest cities in Aerobiz, see whether or not, with everything stacked in my favor, whether or not I can still fill up a fleet of 4 747s that way. And if I can't, well, I'll have 4 747s that I can just, I could split them into 2 of 2 or something like that. Either way, we'll figure all that out next time around. Next time, the world spins around. Tal Air Incorporated entering negotiations with some people and some stuff's happening. It's all good. Trying to look at how some of these companies are continuing to vie for passengers. Tokyo and Honolulu, I took a hit there. Yep. They must be... I wonder if they're changing the price of their route. That's the holding station, because nobody's changing anything there. We're losing passengers to Paris. Rome to New York is not doing as well as it once did. Honolulu to New York either. It's just not as much interest in air travel, it seems. Still in all, though, I'm doing really well. Look at how good I'm doing. That's good. Doing a good job. Yeah. I think I'm doing a good job anyways. I hope I'm doing a good job. Whew. But yeah. Very nearly have every city in the world wrapped up. And have pretty good passenger numbers. Air USA. Air USA continues to get catch up slightly to us as time goes on. I'm just hoping that we'll be able to, sort of take care of things before they get to be, actually legitimately challenging us for size and dominance. But these things we'll all find out in the fullness of time. And until that time, folks, this is Bobo the Vulture. This has been another episode of Let's Play Aerobiz 1. And I thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye now.